Yo, what is up guys? Rob here with another WoW video, and today we're going to be talking about the best macros that you should have as a Ret Paladin. So if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, like this video, share this video with someone who can benefit from it, and also follow me on twitch.tv. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I'll try to answer you ASAP. Alright guys, hope you enjoy. Alright guys, so here's the Ret Paladin macro guide. So I'm going to break this down into like two parts. The first few macros that I'm going to be talking about are just macros that every class should have. Everyone in the game should have these macros if you're doing arena. And I use them as well as a Ret Pally. So these are called your Focus Arena 1, Focus Arena 2, Focus Arena 3 macros. What this does is you're able to switch your focus target very easily in arena by just pressing those buttons, those macros. So I have them set as keybinded as Alt 1 for Arena 1, Alt 2 as Arena 2, and Alt 3 as Arena 3. So instead of clicking these to make them my focus during the arena match, whichever one I want to set as my focus, I just press that keybind for the focus and it will make that arena my focus. So this is easy and really helpful to do, especially when you're trying to CC targets. So for example, I'm attacking this guy's Arena 1, let's just say, and this guy's Arena 2. If I switch my focus to him by pressing those focus macros, then I can use a Hajj on him without having to click on him manually. So it would look like that. See how I have him Hajjed right here? I didn't have to switch targets manually to do it. All I would have to do is press the arena macro for whichever arena I want to focus, arena frame I want to focus, and then I can use my Hammer of Justice macro, which I'll talk about in a minute. So every class should have those macros to switch your focus very easily. It's very helpful for CCing. And then if you're a melee, you want target Arena 1, 2, 3 macros. I have them keybinded as Control 1, Control 2, and Control 3. So instead of manually tab targeting through people in Arena, I can just press Control 1 for Arena 1, Control 2 for Arena 2, and Control 3 for Arena 3 instead of tab targeting. Sometimes you're in Arena and a Death Knight uses his Army of the Dead and there's a million monsters and you tab targeting for like 20 seconds before you get back to the DK. You just waste a lot of time that way. Instead, you can just use the macro to target them very easily. Same thing with like mages who use the mirror images, and also hunters with pets and stuff like that. So if you're just able to, you just see what frame they are and then use the macro for that specific frame, and then you're able to target them very easily instead of tab targeting. And then also if you're a healer, you can have a target party 1, target party 2 macros, and target self macros. So for example, I don't have those macros. I just use them. I have them key binded over here. So let's see, where is that? So I have like target self as the middle mouse button. So I just press the middle mouse button and it targets me. So if I want to heal myself, I would just do that and then heal myself if I'm a healer. And I have my mouse up button to target one party member, and I have my mouse down button to target another party member. So it's super easy, or you can just use the macros here if you want. So those are the macros that, oh, and this macro right here, /focus. I like to have that on my bar just in case. Like I use this more outside of arena if I'm trying to set someone as my focus. Say I'm fighting 2 people at once, I'll just set this guy as my focus since I can't use the arena focus macro since we're not in an arena match. I'll set him as focus so I can kill this guy while CCing the other guy, just like that. So I have that on my bar as well. Those are the macros that every class should have in WoW. Now we're going to go into the more specific arena macros for Ret Paladins. So as you can see here, I have my cooldowns macro, cast Avenging Wrath, cast Seraphim in that order. So I use Avenging Wrath first, and then it would use Seraphim if I have the Holy Power requirement. So I would just tap it twice and it would use Seraphim on the second time. If you have a on-use trinket, you can add that in here too as well. You would just type /cast and then the name of the trinket in there, whatever it is, and then use that. And then I have multiple macros for the same ability. So for example, I have Blessing of Protection. I have a macro for my DPS on my team, and I have a macro for the healer on my team. So I'm able to just bubble whoever needs it relatively quickly. I have V as for the healer, Shift V for the DPS, and Alt V for myself. Same thing with Flash of Light. I have one for DPS, one for healer, and I have one for myself on my bar right here. Same thing with Freedom. I have one for DPS. I have it named as D up because I use Shift mouse wheel up for DPS and mouse wheel down, Shift mouse wheel down for healers. So it's just an easier way for me to remember which one is which. So I have Freedom for DPS and Freedom for healers as well. And then I also have one for myself because say if I'm healing, I like to just be able to press the button while still being able to target my teammate and heal them. So it just makes it a lot easier. Instead of using Freedom on my teammate by mistake, I'll just use it on myself while I can still continue healing them. So that's just mainly for healing purposes, that macro. And then I also have multiple sacrifice macros here. I have one for the healer, H down, and D up, one for the healer, for the DPS. So that is mouse wheel up for the DPS and mouse wheel down for the healer. And then I also have Blessing of Sanctuary macros. Blessing of Sanctuary is a really good ability. Removes all stun, silence, fear, horror effects from the target. So I don't know why it's not showing the tooltip right now. It's kind of bugged and broken. As you can see right here, I can't use it. So yeah, I can't use this. I was trying to pause the video for a second to relog and it just doesn't work. Even when I switch to Freedom, Freedom doesn't give me the boost. This game is bugged. It works like, it barely ever works when I play for whatever reason. But anyway, let's continue. I have the Blessing of Sanctuary macro here. One for myself if I use it, and then one for my healer and my DPS. So this one's for my DPS. D up, Alt mouse wheel up, and then H down for my healer. Alt mouse wheel down right over here. So I have those, and then I also have a Hand of Hindrance macro for my focus target. So for example, this guy's my focus. I'm attacking this guy. I'll just use Hand of Hindrance, Shift S, and it'll be applied to my focus target over here while I'm still attacking this guy. I also have a Repentance macro, which is for Holy. I barely use Repentance as a Ret Paladin. And then I have also a Hammer of Justice macro. So it's the same thing like the Hindrance one. I'm attacking this target. This guy is my focus target. All I have to do is press Haj and I'm still attacking this target without having to manually tab over. Same thing with Repentance. Same thing with Hand of Hindrance as well. And then I was also testing out a Judgment one. Cast Judgment, start attack, and then end the attack. Doesn't really do anything, this macro. I don't use it. I have this one, which is super important if you're kicking. So for example, I have him focused. I'm attacking this guy. I use Control E and I focus kick the target right there. I didn't have to manually switch and then press the button. All I had to do was turn around to him and be in range and press my kick macro to kick my focus target. So I have two of those. I have Control E as the focus kick and regular E as the regular kick for this target. So I can kick this target if I want to, if it's casting something, or I can kick the healer that's focused. Depending on what spell is more important at the time, I'll kick it. And then I also have my Word of Glory macros. So I have Alt F as a healer for the healer ones, for the healers on my team. And then I have Shift F as the DPS on my team, and then I use F for myself. And then back in the day, I used to have a Divine Shield macro to cancel it. So I actually still have it on my bar. That's kind of weird. But I just press bubble twice and then it'll cancel the aura. I should probably get rid of this off my bar, since back in the day, Ret Paladins weren't allowed to attack while they were in bubble. So sometimes you would use it just to get out of a CC situation and then continue your attack. So we won't use that anymore. And I was testing out a Crusader Strike one, didn't like it, it's pointless. And yeah, I think those are all the macros. I also had a self-targeting healing one for Word of Glory, because last expansion I think Word of Glory like dealt damage or something. So I just made one for myself, but now it just does healing. So you don't need that one anymore. So yeah, those are all my macros as a Ret Paladin. So in the beginning, I talked about the ones that every class should have. Those focus macros, those target macros, those party target macros. Those are super important for every class, including Ret Paladins. And then I talked more about the specific ones for Ret Pally. And I showed you what they did and how they work in Arena. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said before, if you found it helpful, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a like, share this video with someone who can also benefit from it, leave a comment if you have any questions and I'll try to get back to you, and make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/IIZROBERTO. Thanks for watching, peace out.